Welcome back. You are watching the Wednesday edition of Global Lens on News9 Live with me, Neha, Khanna. Well, if you think politics in many different parts of the world is all about dynasties, you need to watch our next story. One of the world's longest-serving prime ministers, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen, today announced that he would resign and hand over the reins of power to his eldest son, Hun Manet. Hun Sen ruled the Kingdom of Cambodia for almost 4 decades. His rise to power followed the end of the infamous Cambodian Khmer Rouge that killed over 1.5 million Cambodians. In a special broadcast on Cambodian state television, Hun Sen said, and I quote, "I would like to ask for understanding from the people as I announce that I will not continue as Prime Minister any longer." However, he added that he is not going to step down as the leader of the party. "I will continue as the head of the ruling party and member of the National Assembly," he said on state television, while he added, "My son, Hun Manet, will become the Prime Minister in the coming weeks." The new Prime Minister will be formally appointed on the 10th of August. Hun Manet, the son of the outgoing Prime Minister, graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point. He also holds a PhD from a university in the UK. He rose quickly through Cambodian military ranks, of course, owing to his father, and became commander of the army in 2018. 45-year-old Hun Manet is currently the chief of the Cambodian army. While many see the power handover from father to son as possibly heralding a new start in Cambodian history, as Hun Manet has been educated in the Western democratic atmosphere, many analysts doubt that Hun Sen is ready to give up control entirely. Recently, Hun Sen's Cambodian People's Party, the CPP, took 82% of the vote and swept the general elections that were held on Sunday, further paving the way for what analysts say is another dynastic succession in Asia, a comparison with the North Korean family of Kim Jong-un. 84.6% turnout was recorded in the elections last weekend. However, the United States and the European Union have condemned these polls as neither free nor fair. Hun Sen declared that the massive turnout was evidence of the country's democratic maturity. Never mind the fact that the one and only credible opposition challenger of the CPP, the Candlelight Party, was actually disqualified from even participating in the elections, with the government citing a registration technicality in the month of May. Critics, of course, said this was yet another example of Hun Sen's suppression of democratic values. Kem Sokha, one of the opposition leaders, was convicted of treason and sentenced to 27 years in prison in March this year over the so-called charge of alleging a plot to topple Hun Sen's government. He is currently under house arrest. Approximately 9.7 million people were registered to vote in this election out of the Cambodia's 16 million population. The newly elected parliament will convene on the 21st of August, followed by the swearing-in ceremony for the cabinet on the 22nd. Hun Sen's rule has usually been described as a regime that damaged the environmental beauty of the nation and enhanced corruption. Cambodia ranks 150th out of 180 countries in Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index. In Asia, only Myanmar and North Korea rank lower. Hun Sen has been accused of using the legal system to crush any opposition to his rule, whether it's activists, union leaders, or politicians. Usually referred to as a tough guy, his regime also faced multiple challenges. He managed to grab a co-prime minister's role after losing the 1993 election by threatening the secession of several provinces from Cambodia. He defeated his power-sharing rivals through a brutal coup in 1997. Like neighboring Laos, Cambodia has been seen as a friendly country for Beijing. Chinese President Xi Jinping sent Hun Sen a personal message of congratulations following his so-called victory in these general elections. Beijing has made huge investments in infrastructure projects in Cambodia, including the redevelopment of a naval base that, in fact, has alarmed Washington. Satellite images released by Black Sky show that China's first naval facility in the Indo-Pacific, a Chinese naval base at Ream Naval Base, which could accommodate an aircraft carrier, is nearly done. The US has raised concerns and issued warnings regarding the Chinese base on Cambodian shores. Cambodia has always denied any plans to grant access to the People's Liberation Army of China.
I would like to ask for understanding from the people as I announced that I will not continue as Prime Minister. I ask the Cambodian police to support Hun Manet, who will be the new Prime Minister. With I am as the party chief, and in the future I'll become the President of the Senate, who will act as the acting head of state during the absence of the king.
Democracy, Hun Sen style. All right, time for another quick break on Global Lens, but stay tuned. We have lots more on the other side.
मैं इमरान अहमद खान नियाजी सबके दिल से हल्फ उठाता हूँ.
When Imran Khan came initially into politics, he thought his personal popularity would be sufficient for him. It didn't happen.